Alright, so this is the second part of the video. This is the first part I'm recording, but I wanted to take a look and show you guys that I have been getting all the Megadeth stuff in order. So, as you guys know, I did get a CD of, I'm not going to go into the bag right now, but I do have a copy of The World Needs a Hero. I have the original version of it on CD, and I'm going to show you the vinyls I got for, two of the classic Megadeth albums. Now, as you're seeing this, I did not get both CD versions of Killing Is My Business yet, but I did get Rest in Peace. This is still sealed. I have not tampered with this. And the same goes for, probably my favorite Megadeth album, Peace Sells, But Who's Buying? I have not tampered with these yet. But however, I did get, since I wasn't able to get Killing Is My Business, I'm probably not going to get the, original version reissue. I did get something that's probably the next best thing. It's right here in this box, and this came from fucking Kansas, so now this copy was about maybe $88 or something. It was sealed. Luckily, surprised that they actually still sell sealed copies of these. So, the guy says, "Thank you." And I got a free vinyl. What the fuck is this? Andy Williams, Merry Christmas. And there's no vinyl in this. I don't know why. But, so yes, this is a sealed copy, or should I say, yeah, no, it's a sealed copy. This is a sealed copy of Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good, The Final Kill. Yeah, it's sealed. This is it right here. So this... Now, why I bought this? Because I actually do like the remaster more than the original remix. So, you know. So, yes, this... the seal kind of broke off on this a little bit. Because, well, the seal's... 7 years old, but now the same thing's going to apply for the rest of the video. Everything you're going to be seeing is not going to be tampered with until I get everything in order. I'll probably be getting other Megadeth CDs after the disbandment. I will be pre-ordering the last album. I might get Dystopian after. I might get a... what is it? The Sick and Dying the Dead paper after that? I don't know, but I'm going each in order. So, what you're seeing is me kind of doing all this, and then it's going to be like all this whole big frenzy. So, yeah, I actually don't have So Far So Good on vinyl, which is quite weird, because actually I don't really care about that, because I don't really like the album that much, but this, however, this is good. So these are the vinyls that I do own, and these are these two, along with... Alright, guys. Alright. Alright. The parcel came. Now, I'm not going to show the box, because it has the guy's address on one side, and has mine on the other. But, I have it. I fucking have it. This was something that I was waiting for a while. And since I'm going to do this, and do this unboxing here, it was quite the interesting thing. I got a notification from the guy around October 3rd that the temporary suspension was lifted, and I was like, okay. And I finally got it. I got it August 29th. I got it the day after the suspension was announced. Was not aware of it. He wasn't aware of it. And now it's here. Now, here, I'm going to show the albums I have on CD here. Now, like I said, I have all the first part of Megadeth stuff. I actually pre-ordered the last album. I was one of the very first to do it. I did it immediately. Like, right at 11, I did it right away. I didn't get the shirt, but I will be getting a shirt for it. That will be a little bit later down the line. Peace Cells. Now these are all OG mixes. This is Peace Cells, BlueSky. So far so good, so up, which is not a really good album in my opinion. The Rust in Peace, Countdown to Extinction, Euthanasia. Now, I don't have this copy with me yet, but I did buy one. It should be coming in soon. But I actually did put this out because I did notice that the case was broken when I saw it on the picture, but I'm going to be replacing the case anyway. Right now, pretend this is Hidden Treasures. I have Cryptic Writings, I have Risk, and I have The World Needs a Hero. So, I have all the first parts, except for this one. This one, as you guys know, is Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good. Now, it is the album that got me into Megadeth because I wanted to start from the beginning. I'm usually that type of person. When I get into bands like that, I want to start from the beginning. I mean, I did it with... Actually, I started with Hell Awaits from Slayer, but... Speaking of that, I did get other CDs for other bands that I will be showing in the next video, which will be a bunch of unboxings. So, on vinyl, I was able to get the remix of Killing Is My Business, their final kill, and I have Peace Cells and Rust in Peace. Now, I had did a pre-order for the reissue of the original mix for Killing Is My Business, but it's gonna probably, I have a feeling it's probably the same way like it was with Leopard Skin when I got that album. I got the CD, but I didn't get the vinyl, and I decided not to get the vinyl entirely because I was not waiting for like a repress, which was never gonna happen. And if you guys don't know, Leopard Skin was the latest album from LA Guns, which was not a really good album in my opinion. But here's the parcel. It's here, and I'm not gonna show the whole thing because it has the addresses on the side. Now, the guy said it's indestructible, and I actually do agree. Now, I actually did promise him I will leave him a review once I get this. Now, this contains the original mix for Killing Is My Business, the CD version, and the Final Kill sealed, which are extremely rare. But the reason why I'm going to be opening is because I've always wanted one. So, but before I do anything, we're going to go ahead and take this on the side, and we're going to do the vinyl unboxing of Rust in Peace first. Now, I think I showed this off in a previous video, but I wanted to wait until I got the parcel from Slovakia, and then I was going to do this whole thing. So, now that I have it, it's finally time to do it. Here we go, guys. I'm finally opening this fucking thing up. I've had this for like a month. Maybe like a little over, about a month. And then I got Peace Cells about a few days later. So, I got them around the same time. It's been like about a month or so. Here we go. Rust in Peace. And yes, they actually do reissue this in Peace Cells with the OG mix on vinyl compared to the CD. This is an out-of-print OG CD. So I do have it. Yeah, looks pristine, looks amazing. This is what it looks like. Great, right? And here it is, Rust in Peace. I have it on vinyl finally. I can finally take it out. Yeah, and last thing we gotta do, there's nothing else on the inside but the sleeve and all that shit. We're putting it in a sleeve here. Now, Killing Is My Business has a sleeve, because the guy put it in a fucking sleeve when he bought it. I mean, when I bought it, so thanks to him. Rust in Peace. So, now, we're going to get Peace Cells, but who's buying? And yes, I did come in prepared this time. Should have worn the Yellowstone shirt, but actually threw in the laundry, because I'm like, I'm not doing that mistake again like I did with the, Thunderfist Chronicles video. I did change the thumbnail for it before I published it, which is quite funny. Here it is, Peace Cells, but who's buying? Now, this is actually my favorite Megadeth album, followed by Countdown, and then followed by Rust in Peace. And then my fourth would probably be Killing Is My Business, and then Euthanasia. Yeah. Although, my 6 and 7 are actually Dystopia and The Sick and the Dying and the Dead. Those are probably my other two after that. So, yeah, yeah, I actually liked The Sick, the Dying, and the Dead when it came out. Alright. Now, I know this can be a bit different from the Peace Out, from the Rust in Peace one, so I can already tell. And it has a fraternity advisory sticker, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here, and I'm going to pull this out into this slide. Here we go, guys. Rest in Peace, or should I say Peace Cells, my favorite Megadeth album. Has the lyric sheet. This reminds me of the one on the CD. Actually, speaking of that, here is the CD. And, oh, it actually has 2 sleeves. So this is the one with the lyric sheet, which I probably should do, but I don't fucking know. And then we have the regular sleeve. Now, like, this is Peace Cells. Now, my favorite song on here is Devil's Island. I love that song. I forgot to say my favorite song, Rest in Peace. My favorite song, who has to go with Take No Prisoners? Like, take no prisoners, take no shit. You know. Alright, so, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to stop here, and then we're going to open up the parcel from fucking Slovakia. Parcel means means a package, so it's a fancy little term. Let's now open it. Alright. Here we go. I am officially opening this thing up. Now, when I got this, because it's funny, the mailman forgot to put these in. I was like, hey, I was expecting packages today. He tells me, oh, you got 3. The one of them was that black metal album I'll be reviewing with the unboxings with October. The other one was Slayer Season of the Abyss. And this one, I was like, oh my fucking! I swear to God, I was jumping up and down like a little boy on Christmas morning. Like it was. I was that excited. I was that happy. And here it is. Ah, right. Slide these out. Here they are. Wow. Here it is. Here it is, and it's tightly packed too. Killing is my business, and business is good. Now, I'm not gonna do anything with this until what happens with the vinyl. I don't care if I don't get it, but just in case. So, we finally have it. This one though, oh, this took a while to show up. It's a lot smaller than I expected too. But yeah, this is what it says. Limited edition, 2018 reissue, Megadeth's classic debut album, complete remix remastered, 7 bonus tracks, and Megadeth's 1984 3-track demo, line-ups by Dave Mustaine. So, what that means is, I have sealed copies. Who fucking knew? Now, I bought this in another part on eBay, but... Now, I'm not going to show you how expensive buying both of these were, but I will tell you, it was a lot. Like, I'll leave it at that. It was a lot. Oh my god. Okay. So, I'm about ready to take these out of the package. But before I do anything, I'm going to stop here, take some pictures, show my friends, say, hey, look at this. I'm going to take this out of the package now. And it's funny, because I kind of look at this. This is actually a bootleg. You can actually look here. Copyright 2011, copyright control. Which is interesting here, but that's okay. And yeah, I don't like this album cover. I actually think the best version of it is the remix, the first remix one. The one that Dave had redesigned. That's probably the best one. But we'll get to it. Alright. We're finally here. We're finally here doing this, and I'm gonna make sure I have storage here before I continue, because I don't want to lose this footage here, because that's happened to me before. No, I'm good. Okay, I'm good. Now, the first I'm going to unbox is the LP, because the LP is more common, but you can also find more sealed copies of this online compared to this one. So this one I'm going to have a little bit more value to it before I take it out. But for this one, we're doing it right away. And like I said, we're keeping the original mix sealed until I figure out the vinyl situation for it. Because I don't know if I'll be getting it or not. Because many people fucking bought on the Megadeth website. It's all sold out and stuff. So this I will hold on to until I kind of have a feeling what's going to happen. Until then, this will be staying sealed. But the remix will not. So we are now going to do it. I'm shaking too, because I'm really fucking scared. I'm really excited, shaky, all of it at the same time. Now, one thing I'm going to be doing is making sure that I keep the hype stickers on both of these, because I do want to keep them. They are a bit valuable to me. The vinyl will be... Now, what's my opinion on the song These Boots? Okay, the 2002 one is fucking hilarious. It's it for me. We're gonna talk about that. When I first heard that, because apparently the when you hear it on digital, it's actually the 2018 remix. Because I think Dave was ashamed of the 2002 remix one. I don't really blame him, but when I first heard it, when I first heard the bleeps, all I did was laugh. It was hilarious. So now we get to, now that the sticker's out of the way. Okay. Here we are. Now, like I said, this is a bit damaged from, I don't know from what, not from me, but that's fine. I'm okay with this. This is the most I'll go. And here it is. Here's the pictures of the 4 members of this band: Dave Mustaine, Dave Ellefson, Gar Samuelson, Chris Poland, who actually left immediately after this album was released, and he came back. So, yeah, interesting. Here is the first side. Now this is the official LP. The other parts are the demos. Now, like I said, I don't really like it for this, but it's whatever, I guess. Let's see. This is side 2. I'm not sure if it tells me like what side it is or not. Oh, this is side A. So, originally side A, which we'll do on this one because this is the original. It was Last Rites, Love to Death, Killing My Business, Business is Good, The Skull Beneath the Skin, alright, Rattlehead, and then, Chosen Ones. Alright, but actually I'm wrong. But it's actually funny, I just noticed this doesn't have these boots on it, which is funny. But considering this is a bootleg, and I'm okay with it. I don't really care about the original version. I think These Boots is not a good song in my opinion. But yes. But in the original version, it was Last Rites, Love to Death, Killing My Business is Good, The Skull Beneath the Skin, and then These Boots. And then the second track was Rattlehead, Chosen Ones, Looking Down the Cross, and The Mechanics. So it is a pretty long process. Now, as you can see, because this album is so old, it is bent a bit, but, that's okay. And then we go to the process of showing the next one here. Now, these are all the demos and all that, so... There was a live show from 1986 on here, I think. 1986 in Denver, and then it has the 3 demos that were featured on the previous edition of this, which you can actually still buy. So, I'm not going to take a look at that. That doesn't really concern me. And then this will go in the LP as it should be. So, with the LP out of the way, I'm going to make sure I'm going to stop recording here so I can put this in. You know what's next? It's time. It's time this thing gets an unboxing. Alright, so this one I'm going to be more careful of because this is rare, that's 1, and 2, I want to make it as new as possible. So, I'm going to make sure that I treat this way more carefully than the LP version. But I actually noticed that there's something right here. So I think I might fuck with that. And then kind of go a bit from there. There we go. The seal is broken. The seal is finally broken here. Now, like for the LP, we're keeping the hype sticker, and it will be in the CD. But I might put it in the bins, like I did with this one. Like, here's one for Motley Crue. Here's one for Pink Floyd, Iron Maiden, and then Metallica. So, I also have one similar, but I also have one for Bastarding, which is James Hetfield's band. I also have one for Venom and then Disturbed. I also have a few others. I even have one for that middle-aged black metal band. I forget the name of it, but it's really weird. So yeah, I like keeping that stuff. Alright, so we're gonna do this really carefully. That doesn't matter. Alright. Alright. Now this, we're keeping. We're keeping the hype sticker. The limited edition hype sticker. It's interesting. Let's see if I can get it out all the way, because I actually ripped some of it off a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if I can. That's not the way I intended it, but it'll be stuck with the whole thing here. So, let's get to it. Alright. Smells good too. Now, I do know this comes in one disc, which is this, which actually fits, in my opinion. I finally have this. And then, take out the booklet. Sometimes you have to pull these out, but let's see. There we go. Oh, there's something on here for Vinnie Paul. Interesting. Yeah. This is awesome, and never thought I'd see the day where I actually would get this, especially one sealed. We have it now. We have The Final Kill. Now, like I said, this video is not over yet, and that is because I'm waiting to see what will happen with this guy here. And the main reason is the vinyl reissue for this year. But if you skip this, I have all the original mixes of all the Megadeth albums before 2004. Killing is my business, and business is good. And this is the one without these boots, which I can live with that. I don't really like that song anyway. Peace sells, but who's buying? So far, so good. So what? Probably the worst Megadeth album on this first part of the catalog, if you don't include Risk. Rust in Peace. This album needs to be remastered in the original mix on CD. So, Countdown to Extinction. OG mix. Euthanasia. Now, another thing is that I'm waiting for Hidden Treasures to come in. Pretend this is Hidden Treasures, but I will be doing an unboxing of this to end the video, along with the OG thing about the vinyl here. Cryptic Writings. OG mix. Now, this is actually one of the original first pressings, and it actually has the Vic Rattlehead card on here, which is quite cool in my opinion. Risk, which... Okay. before I go anywhere, I don't think Risk is bad, but it's not a really good album. But here it is anyway. And then we have When the World Needs a Hero. And you can actually do tell if I can I'll put the flashlight on. There you go. So that's it. And then now my goal is that once I figure all this out, is that I'm gonna be buying the other stuff. Since from albums from The System Has Failed to and then Sick and Dying to Dead, because I will be getting the very last Megadeth album that will ever come out. And no, I actually do believe this is the end. I won't be surprised, and don't be like Dave Ellison who can't shut his mouth. Yeah, I think once they do this tour, they're done. So enjoy, guys. Finally got it, and it's been long overdue. All right, so we're gonna do this one-handed. Make sure that this is treated right too, because these are somewhat rare. All right, so this is the second side, which is with, here is side A. Look at that. You can't tell it stayed for a while, but okay. Let's get this started. Great. Alright, we're gonna use this. Using my hand as usual. Alright, we're gonna set this like this. Now using my other hand here, so whoops. It should be fine. It's not gonna scratch it. This is not gonna scratch it. It should be fine. Okay. Here we go. Alright. This is over and done with. Now, we're gonna twist this around. Now we're gonna just lay it like this here. Alright, so I'm actually gonna play this off camera. I am gonna be playing the extras off camera. I don't really care about showing these on camera. I just wanted to show the actual album. This sounds great. This sounds amazing. I know the turntable is a bit of a cheap one, but I can take it for what it is. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this.